We are witnessing something that has never happened in the 250-year history of the United States. It's being called unprecedented, unhinged, and a direct broadside against the Vatican. While President Trump labels the Pope weak on crime and terrible for foreign policy, Pope Leo XIV, the first American to ever hold the papacy, is firing back from the heart of Africa. His message? I have no fear. This isn't just a political disagreement. This is a battle for the moral compass of the Western world. Today we're going beyond the headlines to explain why the Trump-Leo feud is different from any Pope-President relationship in history, and how a kid from Chicago is using his Americanness to fight the White House in a way no one saw coming. To understand why this is so shocking, you have to look at history. Popes have always had political opinions. In the 60s, Pope Paul VI urged LBJ to end the Vietnam War. In the 80s, John Paul II helped bring down the Berlin Wall, but there was a rule. Diplomacy. When John Paul II told George W. Bush to reject stem cell research, Bush remained respectful. When Francis called Trump's 2016 border wall not Christian, Trump smoothed it over, calling the Pope a wonderful guy. But that era is over. As Christopher White of Georgetown University points out, popes usually avoid naming names. They are famously ambiguous, but Pope Leo XIV has broken the Vatican's reflex of neutrality. He didn't just hint at Trump, he pointed the finger and told the president, "You started this war in Iran and you have the power to end it." Why is the Pope being so direct? Experts say it's because the Trump administration is using religion as a weapon in a way we've never seen. Just this week, Trump shared an AI-generated image of himself in white robes, radiating light like a messianic figure. He later claimed it was just him as a doctor, but the message was sent. To the Vatican, this is more than just a meme. It's a challenge to the Pope's spiritual authority. Last year, the White House even posted an image of Trump as the Pope. Religious studies Professor Robert Orsi says this level of religious rhetoric is unprecedented. When the president starts claiming that God supports his military actions because God is good, the Pope feels a moral duty to respond. Appeasement, as some scholars say, now has a moral price that Leo is unwilling to pay. There is one factor that, honestly, changes everything. Leo is an American. When a foreign pope criticizes the United States, it's easy for politicians to, dismiss it as anti-American. But Leo XIV was born and raised in Chicago. He really understands the American psyche. In early April, he did something no pope has ever done before. He didn't just pray for peace. He actually told the American people to call your congressman. He told them to flood the halls of power with a message: we don't want war. Historian Michelle Dillon argues that because he's a true out-and-out American, his criticism carries 10 times the weight. He isn't talking like some distant monarch. He's talking like a concerned citizen with, well, the loudest megaphone on earth. The White House is fighting back with a clever strategy. Vice President J.D. Vance, a Catholic himself, is leading the charge. His message is simple: Holy Father, stay in your lane. Vance is trying to trap the Pope in a theology box, suggesting that the Pope knows the Bible, but the President knows the battlefield. This puts American Catholics in an impossible position. Do you listen to the Vice President who claims the United States is liberating people, or the Pope who says God does not bless any conflict? We are in a holy war of words. As the 14-day ceasefire in Iran nears its end, the tension between these two leaders is only going to grow. Trump is betting that his base will choose America first over the Vatican. Leo is betting that the gospel's message of peace will resonate louder than political rhetoric. But what do you think? Is a Chicago-born pope the ultimate check on a president's power, or is he overstepping his bounds? And that AI image, was it just a doctor photo, or something much more? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This is one of the biggest stories of 2026, and we're just getting started. Hit subscribe to stay updated on the Pope's Africa tour and the looming Iran deadline.